I know, clickbaity title, but I promise I speak nothing but the truth. I always wanted to do story times back in the day when I used to have a different YouTube channel, but I just never had anything interesting happen in my life. You know, just everything was so boring. There was nothing to talk about. But now I finally have the ability to talk about things because a decent amount of things happened in my life that is, oh my god, a decent amount of things has happened because a decent amount of things has happened in my life that's worth talking about. Now, this all stemmed from a dryer. Yeah. First big red flag, when I did my own clothes and when I checked on them, the dryer was like smoking. Like not the outside, but like the inside was smoking. And when I opened it, it was just like this big cloud of smoke. And like all of my clothes were burnt. I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is one of my favorite shirts that burnt with my clothes in the dryer. I think you can see there's like orange marks right here. Yeah, it burnt, and some other clothes like burnt really bad. Like there was a bunch of orange streaks on it and I had to throw it away. But yeah, that was the first big red flag, is when it started steaming. So my mom and I were just like, okay, maybe we just didn't, we put it in for too long. Maybe we didn't clean the filter. And so the second time, our family came down and we were doing laundry at the time, and then my sister comes running upstairs. She's like, there was like embers or sparks in the dryer. I think you need to help me before like the dryer blows up. And so we all ran downstairs and we opened it, and sure enough, it was steaming again. There was no like visible fire. One of our rugs that we were cleaning turned like super scratchy. It was like, it used to be like a soft material, kind of like carpet should be, but then it turned into like one of those mats that you have outside your doorstep, where you have your dirty shoes on. But yeah, that burned, and a lot of other things burned, and we didn't really think much of it. We were like, what the frick is wrong with it? We don't know what's wrong with it. So then later that night, we were outside of the pool. I'll draw a picture of like, how the hotel looks, because it's really hard to explain. But there was a pool, and then there's like a little door over here for like people to smoke. We were sitting out there at like around a little table, and we were playing, I think it was phase 10, something like that, phase 10. And then we just see this huge cloud of smoke come up over the pool, and we were like, huh, there must be someone smoking a lot of weed, or maybe someone's vaping. That's what we were thinking. I was like, okay, that's a lot of smoke. And so we just, continued on with our game. And then one of us, I think it was my mom, needed to go in to use the bathroom. But when she opened the pool door, a cloud of smoke erupted from the pool, and we were all just like, okay, something's on fire. We need to skedaddle. And so we all ran in, and we were like coughing. There was smoke everywhere. When we got into like the hotel, like out from the pool and into the hotel, the fire alarms were going off. There was a little old lady working at the time. My mom wasn't supposed to be working. There was this little old lady who was supposed to be working there, and she was in the breakfast room, which is right across from the front desk. She was in the breakfast room watching TV, and there was smoke clouding the entire hotel. There were fire alarms going off, and she was sitting there watching TV, and she did nothing. She didn't call anybody. She didn't bring us in to like, help, something's on fire. She didn't do anything. She was watching freaking Jimmy Kimmel. So we all run into the office, which is where the smoke seemed like it was coming from. And connecting to the office is the laundry room. It's a very small laundry room. And we were like, okay, the dryer is definitely on fire. So we're all like standing, and my mom and my brother go into the laundry room, And the first thing that they do is they try to keep the dryer door shut because, like, you know, fire, pressure, something like that, keeping it from blowing up. You know, we weren't too close, but my brother was the closest. He was trying to shut the door, and as soon as he got up to it, the dryer door blew off, and there was just like this intense force that all came onto us. We're like, it's so hard to explain, but there was like this rush of, I don't know. And like then and there we thought, you know, the dryer blew up and my brother was dead, but he wasn't. He had like master reflexes and was like pacha when the laundry door flew off. I should also preface that the laundry door isn't like one of those that click shut. It's one of those that, like, if you turn on the dryer, it just closes by itself. There's like no mechanism keeping it closed. Like if you just open it, it goes blump, blump. You know? I don't really know what happened afterwards. Like, I just know my mom and my brother stayed behind to, like, probably put out whatever was happening with the dryer, and we had to evacuate the people in the hotel and ourselves if they hadn't already evacuated. So yeah, we just sat outside for a very long time as, like, you know, firefighters came and they sorted out the issue. And afterwards, the whole hotel, the whole bottom half of the hotel was like just soaking wet because of the sprinklers, but like everyone was fine. Afterwards we just, like, you know, needed to clean up. The floors were soaking wet for like a week. It was bad. Now I just have like a very weird fear of doing laundry because, yeah, I'll insert some videos of like the aftermath. That I didn't take too many though, like this one. So yeah, this is just the video I took of the firefighters, I think, driving away. Yeah, the floor was soaking wet. I wasn't wearing any shoes. Don't know why. That's the dryer. I don't know why I'm not wearing any shoes. What are you doing? So that pipe thing, I'm pretty sure that was the ventilation, and when it blew up it put a hole in it. And then that was the dryer that blew up. I guess it wasn't the door, it was just the glass that blew off. Huh, okay. I guess it wasn't the door, I guess it was just the glass. But literally, she's just sitting in the breakfast room watching TV, and the whole freaking hotel is on fire. But yeah, that's the story of how the hotel I lived in almost burned down. Living in a hotel was just such a strange experience. Like, I made a lot of good memories, but then, you know, stuff like this happened. And I don't know how it's still up and running. Okay, bye.